Hey guys, welcome to another FreediveUK review video. We're going old school here. We're going back to one of the original freediving masks. This is the Cressi Superocchio. So a lot of people will be using one of these, but for those of you who aren't, I think maybe this is a bit of an eye-opener as to just because it's new doesn't mean it's necessarily the best. Now the Superocchio has been around for years and years and years. It's one of the original low volume masks. You can see it's kind of an old school style, relatively small lenses. It's kind of chunky as well. You've got a chunky frame on there. Just everything about it looks kind of retro, but that's no bad thing. The Superocchio is for many people their go-to mask, and for me, up until about probably 3 years ago, it was one of two masks that I used to always use. I used to use the Cressi Superocchio and I used to use the Cressi Minima, alright? Depending on what I was doing. Maybe if I was spearfishing I'd use this, and if I was freediving I'd use the Minima. Good points. First of all, it is low volume. It kind of looks like it shouldn't be massively low volume, but it is small. When we put it up against my face, you know, you can see that it's kind of a small mask. It's got really good quality silicone. Okay, so the actual skirt itself is excellent. I find that when I use this in the school, so we have quite a few of these that we can hand out to students, it fits like literally everybody. Okay, so you know, if maybe you find that masks don't fit you that well because you've got some kind of a weird face, then maybe this is the one for you. This might fit your weird face, which would be great. For some people, this is the mask that ends up kind of being that saving mask, the one that they realise, oh my god, no other mask ever fits me. How am I ever going to find a mask that fits? This might be the one. So the silicone's really good. It's really soft. It provides a really good seal. You have that kind of like little internal extra skirt as well that a lot of masks will have. So it will seal on the outside here, and then it will seal again on the inside. The toughness of the mask is another great point. Okay, so it's something I really like about the mask. It's super tough. You don't really have to worry too much about this mask. Kind of everything about it is robust and kind of like serious. You know, like the buckles are super simple. I've never had a buckle break. You know, the frame is really tough. You can replace the lenses if you need to. You can pretty much take the whole thing apart and just keep it going. I know guys who've had one of these for like 20 plus years. You know, so nice and low volume, good and tough, really good fit. I find that if I go really deep in one of these, the compression on it can be a little higher than some of the really low volume masks that you get, but there's something about the skirt and the way that it fits on the face that just means that when it does push hard against your face, it doesn't hurt, it's not uncomfortable. But you know, it's low enough volume for the equalization to be relatively easy, so that's not a problem. The straps that they use on the Superocchio are pretty basic, kind of nice big chunky lugs to you know, to make it bigger and smaller. The strap's probably one of the only things you'll ever end up replacing on the Superocchio, to be fair. I mean, I think this mask's, I don't know how many years old this mask is, but it's done its good service, you know. Bad point. I'd say probably it's just overall vision, you know. Like, I'm going to go over a mask in another review, which I use pretty much all the time these days, certainly for the last few years, which has probably lower volume and better overall vision, you know. There's something about the way that the lens sits off the face that pushes it kind of far away from the face, and it means that you get a little bit of tunnel vision. Not that bad, not as bad as something like the Minima maybe, and you don't get any distortion, but you do kind of find yourself looking down that tunnel, alright? So if it's kind of like you want that peripheral vision, maybe this mask won't work as well. But saying that, again, loads of people use it. It's not really a massive flaw. I'm kind of trying to pick something here that's kind of negative. Fit, right? First thing, fit. It's comfortable. Okay, it's really comfortable. It fits pretty much everyone, so I would say you got to give it like a 9, easy 9. Performance, it sort of sits in a category kind of just below the kind of really ultimate performance masks, but definitely above standard snorkeling and scuba masks. So I'll probably stick it as something like a 6. A 6. I'd say a 6. Maybe a 7. No, it's a 6. It's a 6. Price. The price. It's really cheap. It's one of the cheapest masks. It's been around for forever, so it kind of sits in the bottom of Cressi's kind of catalogue of masks. They don't really shout about it anymore, and a lot of retailers will have a whole load of these just sitting in their kind of storerooms anyway. they must sell gazillions of these, literally. So I think the price reflects that. I've seen it anywhere from like £15 to £30. It's going to sit somewhere in that ballpark, but it's not a particularly expensive mask. It will last you a long time. So overall, the value's fantastic. Conclusion for this mask: the Cressi Superocchio. It's really good. It's a really good mask. You know, it's gonna last you pretty well. It's gonna do what you want it to do. It's not gonna be maybe your go-to mask for like super deep diving, any competition stuff or anything like that. But for just recreational stuff or a spare mask, fantastic, because you kind of know it's gonna work. You know, there are some days when you have masks that you normally use that just end up not working for whatever reason on that day. They just start to leak. There's something weird about your face, but you maybe just go put this on and then boom, works brilliant. Cool. Alright, well, thanks very much for watching that one. Remember to subscribe, check us out as well, Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, and go to FreediveUK.com for more information on courses and stuff. Okay, cool. Right, check you later. Bye.